All right. So, Finley, come here. Good boy. Come here, bud. So I'm going to be working with Finley on his place. I have a prong collar on him right now. Good boy. Just for added pressure. So what I'm going to be teaching him is place, and that's also teaching him how to turn off pressure. So what that means is he's going to start to understand, like if I ask him for something and he doesn't follow through, then I'm going to add some sort of pressure. And he's going to be learning how to figure out how to turn that pressure off and have me release that pressure. So right now, to teach him place, I'm not naming it yet because that will just confuse him. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding pressure until he gets onto this, this towel, and that's going to be place for this session. Later on I can switch it up, and eventually he'll be at the point where you can tell him place and point at something, and he will go to that spot and he will stay there. Hush. So I have treats here, and let's see how he does. Finley, hi, free. Hi, buddy. Finley. Yes. Good boy. Free. Good job. Yeah. Good boy. Hi. Finley. Yes. So every time that he does something correct, free. Good boy. I'm saying yes and following it with a treat every time. So doing that creates an event marker. So saying YES lets him know that what he did in that moment was good. Finley. Yes. So right there, I added some pressure of the prong collar, and once he got onto the towel, free, good boy. Then I released that pressure. Good boy. Finley. Yes. So notice he started to fight it, and that's normal. So he's learning to turn that pressure off. So he fought it a little bit, and then he realized if I'm fighting it, I'm still getting that pressure. So, so I might as well give in. Free! Good job, Finley. Finley. Yes. Good boy. Good job. Free! So now I'm going to start implementing the e-collar. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to find his lowest level. So I'm going to wait for a reaction as I go up on the levels. Right there. So that was level 5. That's pretty good. So what I'm going to be doing is when I'm adding that pressure of the prong collar, I'm also going to be tapping on that low level. And once he gets onto the towel again, I will release that pressure and I will stop tapping. Finley. Yes. Good. So he's a little bit confused, but that's why I'm guiding him with the prong collar, or with the leash and the prong collar. Free, buddy. Good job. Good boy. And then eventually I will take the prong collar off and I can just use just the e-collar. Oh, it's getting in his crate. Come here, bud. Finley. Good. Yes. Free. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. He's so good. Yeah. So I'm going to go up on the levels. I'm just going to go up to 6. Because it didn't seem like he was really responding to it. Because I started out not adding any pressure of the prong collar, and I was just using the e-collar that last time. But he wasn't really responding, and then I added the prong collar. Yes. Okay, so he moved out of place, so he lost that treat. Free! Good job. Now I'll recreate that scenario. Hey, come here, bud. Good. Yes. Good. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take the prong collar off. Good boy. Now I'm gonna put his regular collar back on. Because I think it's freaking him out a little bit. Because I'm not high up on the numbers. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before. Finley, come here. Good boy. Yes. But the e-collar has 100 different levels. So a level 6, if I put it on you, like on your wrist, you probably wouldn't feel it. I wouldn't feel it. My level, I believe my level was a 12 when I first had it tested out on me. And that's the lowest level that I felt it. And then you have to think, what's the level that they're gonna respond to and that they'll actually give in to. So a level 6 for him, either he's kind of complicated, because there are some dogs where their responses are like, they just get confused and then suddenly they'll jump. But he seems like he's doing pretty well with it. I think he's just adjusting. Finley, come here. Finley, so I'm just tapping. Yes, good job, buddy. That was good. You get extra treats for that one. Free, buddy. Yeah. All right, so I'll lower it down to a 5. But once again, I think he's just kind of getting confused with it. So I'm gonna start tapping slower and kind of just trying to guide him a little bit more with the leash. Finley, free, good boy. Good, yes. So he definitely has some reaction to just the leash. Free, which is one reason why he pulls so much when he's on the leash. Hey, come here. Good boy. Yay. Finley. Come here. Come here. Yes. Good boy. Free. Good boy. Good job, buddy. I know. Oh, excuse you. Yes. So that time I didn't use any pressure at all. Free. But and he responded well to it, which is good. That means he's picking up on what I'm asking him for. But another thing is that we do want him, it's usually good when they resist it, because then you can easily teach them to turn off the pressure. If they are very cooperative, then later down the road when you need them to, when they're not listening and you need them to listen and give into the pressure, then they won't know how to do it. So trying to figure out with him what's his style of learning, because he seems a little bit odd, but hey buddy, come here. Come here. Yes, that was very good. Good boy. Free! Good job. Free, buddy. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah, so good. So good. Yes. Good boy. That one was really good. So I think he's starting to figure it out. It just took a little bit of time. Free! Good job, buddy. Good job, Finley. Yeah, so good. So good. You can't just go right in there. Yes. That was perfect. I didn't say anything. I didn't point. Free! Good job, buddy. Yeah. Good job. And he picked it up with just me adding pressure. So I'm adding pressure again. Yes. Sit. Good. Free. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. I know this one's a long video, or at least it seems like it's been a while. But yes, that's very good, bud. So this one's, he's definitely taking a little bit longer than some others that I've worked with. But that's nothing to be worried about. I think it'll just be a little bit longer before I can name it for him. Free! Good job! But he's definitely picking up on what I'm asking of him. So I'm just gonna tap. Sit. Yes. Good job. And I have one more treat, so we'll do it one more time. Free, buddy, free. Good job. Yeah. Good job, Finley. Yes. Good job. Didn't tap or say anything to him that time. Good job. Free. Good job, Finley. Free, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, so good. So I'm definitely gonna still work with him on this more today, but I think maybe I'll take a break and I'll switch to something else so that he's not getting too confused or overwhelmed with the e-collar. But he's doing good. I think he'll pick up on it later today even more.